From the Cronkite Studios in downtown Phoenix, this is Cronkite News.
A new bill could allow concealed weapons on college campuses across the state. We'll look at how students are responding to the idea.
Kratom, an herbal painkiller said to ease withdrawals for addicts trying to kick drugs like heroin, is gaining popularity. But is it a legal drug craze or a miracle cure?
And it's one of ABC's top reality shows. Now ASU is bringing its own kind of Shark Tank to its student entrepreneurs.
Cronkite News starts now.
Good evening and welcome to Cronkite News. I'm Zach Pokleb.
And I'm Amber Kawaji. Thanks for joining us. An Arizona House bill could legalize concealed weapon carry on Arizona's 3 public college campuses. Reporter Sydney Glenn spoke to supporters as well as people who oppose the bill.
That's right. If House Bill 2072 were to be passed, people with their concealed carry permits would be allowed to conceal carry on Arizona's 3 public universities. Currently here at ASU, things like tasers, pellet guns, and even pepper spray are not allowed on campus. Arizona State University's undergraduate student government took a stance on the bill Tuesday night. After talking to hundreds of ASU students, club leaders, and sending out a poll, almost 70% said they would be against this bill.
This bill has passed.
The successful vote to oppose the House bill comes as USG said most people's concerns include intoxication and suicide.
Obviously, you don't take your CCW permit test while drunk, but you may end up having a legal right to have that gun while drunk.
But not everyone agrees with that.
We believe that students should have whatever they feel that they need or whatever they want to protect themselves on campus.
According to the Arizona Department of Public Safety, there are about 250,000 Arizonans with their concealed carry permit. 32,000 of those are between the ages of 21 and 29. That's roughly 13%.
I probably would carry on campus if it's passed.
Perry Miller, president of ASU's Gun Devils, is in the process of getting his concealed weapons permit. Being able to carry on campus would make him feel safer.
For the same reason that there's people fighting for this bill to pass is just the events going around in this world today, especially within the country. You just never know what's going to happen.
The Arizona Board of Regents came out with a statement opposing the bill, but they understand people's concern for safety and are open to other options.
Potential of having a campus marshals program where we have significant numbers of highly trained and experienced people around each of our college campuses who will be able to engage.
For now, USG says that they need to represent how the majority of students would feel if this bill is passed.
We just want to make sure that we do a lot of good outreach and then get to express that to the state legislature, and they can take that into account when they vote. The bill went through its second reading at the House earlier this week. Back in 2011, then Governor Jan Brewer vetoed a very similar bill to this. We did reach out to Governor Doug Ducey for comment, but we've yet to hear back. Live in Tempe, Sydney Glenn, Cronkite News.
Currently, 19 states ban concealed weapons on college campuses, while 9 states, including Texas and Arkansas, allow it. The Texas law that will go into effect later this year allows individuals to carry concealed weapons on college campuses. Arkansas only allows university staff to carry on campus, but the institutions may opt out of the law. 22 states allow colleges and universities to regulate concealed carry on their own.
Cronkite News turns to our social media followers for some reactions to the concealed carry proposal. As of airtime, 14% of responders say they'd support the bill. 86% oppose it. Of course, gun control policy is not a new debate. The Carnegie Knight News 21 project housed at the Cronkite School did a full in-depth investigation into gun culture in America. For a full report, go to gunwars.news21.com.
New concerns on the Zika virus and how it can spread. The first confirmed case of the virus being sexually transmitted occurred in Texas, and 9 detected cases in Florida have prompted a health emergency. Now, Arizona health officials are taking a look at preventative actions. Cronkite News reporter Sammy Witherwax has details from Washington.
Bob England, director of Maricopa County Health Department, says that officials are hoping Zika cases will not come to Arizona, but if they do, they are ready.
If they've traveled to an area where it is spreading now and they come home and get reported to us, we know how to intervene.
Holly Ward with the Arizona Department of Health Services says this is the motto.
Infectious disease is only a plane ride away.
In case that plane does touch down, officials in Arizona are working to provide residents with a plan of action.
The CDC is the one that is testing, but it's right now sending out alerts to healthcare providers for them to educate their patients and to offer testing if they suspect that someone has symptoms connected to Zika.
But as for now, Arizona is still in the clear.
Zika is not a current health issue for us. It is a current health threat. We need to try and keep it from getting a toehold in our community.
If you're traveling to infected countries, Dr. England strongly recommends that you take steps to protect yourself and prevent the spread.
Anybody traveling in those areas, not just for this disease, but for the other mosquito-borne diseases, please use mosquito repellent and do your best to keep from getting bit by mosquitoes if you can.
In Washington, Sammy Witherwax, Cronkite News.
A mysterious plant from Southeast Asia is being sold in head shops and quickly growing in popularity. Cronkite News investigative reporter Ty Scholes has more.
It's called kratom, and it's been used as folk medicine in Thailand for hundreds of years. Dried and sold in capsules, kratom can be mildly intoxicating. The DEA calls it a drug of concern. Users say it has life-changing benefits. Addicted to heroin and experiencing withdrawals, Chance Guyon turned to the controversial herbal supplement kratom to help him kick the habit.
I felt like I was going to be put into a mental institution or some homeless shelter, shaking, sweating, everything that you can possibly fathom. Saved my life. Totally saved my life.
Kratom is touted as an herbal substitute to painkillers.
It's a great natural alternative to prescribed medications for many different things, whether it be opiate withdrawal, physical pain, and anxiety.
Classified as a dietary supplement by the FDA, kratom's effect is dose-dependent. Light doses acting like coffee, heavier doses more like opiates.
It stimulates the same receptor as heroin, as methadone, as oxycodone, any of those medications. Kratom also does the same, stimulates the same receptor, so there is potential for abuse and dependence if our people are taking kratom for on a long-term basis.
The DEA classifies kratom as a drug of concern. It claims that consumption can lead to addiction.
It is a drug of potential abuse, and so it's already labeled that, and so that immediately puts the red flags up for everybody.
4 states, Vermont, Wisconsin, Indiana, and Tennessee, have banned the sale of kratom.
We're not dealing with a benign, tea like chamomile. We're dealing with something that has potential, but at the same time, we really need to understand far more about it than we do now.
But many addicts say that kratom is better than alternatives like methadone.
It just helped me get over that withdrawal hump, which most people stay on heroin because the withdrawal is so hardcore, and that's why they just keep doing heroin.
When you can find a natural substitute for something like that, even if it's just a way to get off of everything, that's exactly what I think people should do.
Kratom was close to being banned by the Arizona legislature in 2014. But today, users tell Cronkite News that using the herb is much better than using prescription drugs. With the investigative team, Ty Scholes, Cronkite News.
Cronkite News is committed to tracking heroin's hold on Arizona. We released the documentary Hooked a year ago, and that special will have its national premiere tonight on Link TV. For more multimedia coverage on the impact of heroin, how families and law enforcement agents are coping, a look at the data on overdoses, and to watch the full investigation, go to hookedaz.cronkitenewsonline.com.
Arizona is home to America's jaguar. Video of the animal was released today by the Conservation Catalyst and the Center for Biology Diversity. The jaguar named El Jefe was caught on camera just outside of Tucson in the Santa Rita Mountains. El Jefe is believed to be the only wild jaguar in America. Efforts to monitor southern Arizona for endangered jaguars and ocelots are still underway by the Conservation Catalyst.
It's called Spark Tank, ASU's own version of hit reality series Shark Tank.
And one student has an idea that could be saving lives. Coming up on Cronkite News. We visit with this student entrepreneur to find out his goals for the project.
I read every book that every shark wrote.
That will take this Valley woman to the television show Shark Tank for the real deal.
The true measure of all our actions is how long the good in them lasts.
This is who I am, where I'm from.
If you're on the right side of history, you can accomplish anything.
It's a connection between your present and your past.
Come this way. This is good. This is very good.
We are attempting to fulfill the promise of America.
The stories about who we are shape us.
This chance to go through a time machine.
Good heavenly days.
We should know our history.
It informs, but it doesn't constrict you.
It's a framework to carry out human activity.
The sky is the limit.
It started a long time ago.
Looking for a fun and exciting way to support your favorite program on Arizona PBS? It's as easy as picking up your phone and texting FRIEND to 77948 right now. One simple click and you are ready to make your safe and secure donation using PayPal or your credit card. No phone call needed, and all of your donation will go to support your favorite program here on Arizona PBS. Don't delay. Text FRIEND to 77948 today.
As one of ABC's top reality shows, Shark Tank has long grabbed viewers' attention and showcased some of the best and worst business pitches.
This is Sential, a startup created by 4 ASU graduate students. Their latest project is called Unicorn, a device that performs chest compression for people experiencing cardiac arrest.
Situations like whole chaotic, it's tense, and how people kind of try to save a life, and there'll be like multiple people. Why can't a machine simply just replace the people and reduce the chaos?
Yashwan says his first-hand tragic experience is what inspired him.
I lost my grandfather due to cardiac arrest, and he was in a railway station and nobody gave him CPR.
Tomorrow, they will take their idea to Spark Tank, a contest held by the W.P. Carey School of Business at ASU to compete for a $50,000 prize. According to the event organizer, the winning team gets more than just money.
The Sun Devil Igniter Challenge is funded by 4 gentlemen who make up our board, and they have personally donated the money to give students the opportunity to move their venture forward. Not only do they get money, but they get mentorship from these 4 very successful entrepreneurs as well.
In Scottsdale, I'm Zi Zeng, Cronkite News.
A local Valley business owner is going into the Shark Tank willingly. Cronkite News reporter Lauren Michaels spoke to the entrepreneur who will appear on the hit ABC show this week.
Shark Tank has invested more than $66 million in small businesses in its 6 seasons. And now a Phoenix entrepreneur is hoping to get a deal too.
What do you want to sell, donate, and keep?
Many of us see spring cleaning as a chore. Angela Cody Rouget sees it as a career.
My husband said, you know what? You're really organized and you like doing it. And for everyone we know, why don't you do it for a living?
Her business began in 2006 when this former major in the U.S. Air Force completed 16 years of service and needed a job. She never imagined that 10 years later, her company, Major Mom, would get national recognition with an appearance on ABC's Shark Tank.
Shark Tank seemed like an amazing opportunity to get my brand out there, and that may have taken me the next 10 to 20 years to do.
Cody Rouget got the opportunity after sending a video audition to the show.
Organize it, declutter it, and redesign it.
The mother of 2 is hoping to snag a shark in order to franchise Major Mom and create opportunities for other women.
You know, be my own boss and run a company where I can grow.
Here are some before and after photos from Major Mom. They helped over 300 families get organized this past year. Cody Rouget says Major Mom will get a boost no matter what happens on Friday's show.
Which shark wants to partner with me to combat clutter?
Cody Rouget could not talk about the outcome for Friday's taped episode, but she did say the whole experience was nerve-wracking and that she practiced her pitch for 70 hours before going in front of the Sharks. In the control room, I'm Lauren Michaels, Cronkite News.
In our coverage of Black History Month, Cronkite News is asking our Public Insight Network resources to share their thoughts on 2 upcoming projects. The first project is a series about African Americans who have made a difference in their communities. We're asking viewers to nominate someone who has made an impact. The second project is to get a better understanding of the progression of race relations in Arizona. Do you think things have improved? To take part in these online surveys, look for our PIN questionnaires at cronkitenews.azpbs.org. Driving along Valley roads, you will likely encounter a photo radar camera.
Coming up on Cronkite News, the details of a new bill that could outlaw red light cameras across the state.
In the middle of rather a drama.
I've been thinking about the circumstances of the crime and the nature of love.
It's romantic, is it? Isn't it?
Seems to me as if the answer is right in front of you.
I'm a high-functioning sociopath. You are being irrational.
Need to go.
Will you do a blood test?
No.
You want to hit me now?
Do you think that makes me a wicked woman, sister?
Will the prisoner rise?
There is only one thing I would like.
Hey.
Sex?
Heartbreak.
Or love? Oh, yummy. Stop it!
Papa? Is everything all right in there?
This is a box that showed you a world beyond your own. It was just a box, but the world has changed, and so have we. And now the box can be almost any size or shape. And you decide what you want to explore. Anytime, any place. Break out of the box with PBS.
As more people change companies and careers, saving for retirement becomes complicated. But now the president has introduced what he thinks is a system for the 21st century. Cronkite News reporter Lauren Clark is tracking a White House proposal to require businesses to extend retirement benefits to part-time workers.
For more than 27 million people in the U.S. who work part-time, retirement options are slim. That's because 3 out of 4 of them have no access to an employer-backed plan, but will instead have to rely on Social Security or personal savings. That could change under a White House proposal requiring businesses to make retirement plans available for all employees, both full and part-time. It's a move welcomed by Phoenix Representative Ruben Gallego.
We want people to retire well. We don't want them working all the way until they die.
In addition to other elements, the president listed allowing part-time workers to participate in retirement as a main goal. It's one that could very well have an impact on Arizona. The state ranks second in the nation for involuntary part-time workers, people who would like to work full-time but can't find a position. Of course, not everyone is on board.
Because what we have now is we have a little bit of a conundrum.
Small businesses officially say the overhead would be far more costly to a mom and pop shop than a mega corporation.
So if you have to spread those costs over 5 employees and it's costing you $2,000 or $3,000 a year, suddenly you're paying $100 per employee without making any contributions.
But Gallego argues there's a long-term issue to consider as well. Arizona's economy depends on retirees, and if they don't have enough in the future to retire,
they likely aren't going to move there, which will, of course, affect the Arizona economy.
Reporting in Washington, D.C., Lauren Clark, Cronkite News.
Photo radar has come up in the Arizona legislature several times since the cameras were installed in the early 2000s. But some people think this year's bill, a complete statewide prohibition on photo radar, might actually pass. Cronkite News reporter Ben Marjat is in Scottsdale for the update.
Common sense would say that drivers coming into these intersections with red light and speed cameras make the road safer because they're slowing down, fearful of getting a ticket. But this kind of driver behavior might actually make things more dangerous.
Most of us Arizona drivers have a story that goes something like this.
It was coming home late at night from working very late, and I got it for 11 miles an hour over the speed limit. There was no cars on the road.
David Johnson was caught by a speed enforcement camera. But if House Bill 2540 passes this year, those speed cameras and red light cameras would be outlawed in the state. House Republican Kelly Townsend, who has actually voted against a similar bill in the past, proposed the legislation this time around.
I wasn't ready yet to say, let's get rid of them. But I had given my word that if it could be shown that there was fraud involved, that I'd run the bill myself.
That confirmation came in the legislative off-season, when a former CEO for Redflex, one of the big photo radar manufacturing companies, pled guilty to fraud in June. Shady business practices aside, questions remain whether these cameras are actually making the roadways safer, an argument often made by politicians who want to keep them in place. Common sense would say that yes, drivers approaching a red light camera or a speed camera would slow down and be more cautious, but the numbers and logic might not back that up.
Shining a bright flash in somebody's face in the middle of the most dangerous part of the road, the intersection, is going to increase accidents.
A 2005 study done by the University of Arizona and sponsored by ADOT showed that rear-end collisions at intersections with these cameras increased by 51% in Phoenix and 41% in Scottsdale.
Rear-end collisions skyrocket 40% because people are slamming on their brakes because they're afraid to get a ticket. Representative Townsend said that even if the bill doesn't pass the legislature, a similar measure will go to the ballot later this year. In Scottsdale, Ben Marjat, Cronkite News.
The popular ride-sharing app is providing more than just rides today.
Coming up on Cronkite News, why the company is delivering puppies around the valley today, as well as revamping their logo.
This afternoon, 10 puppies from the Arizona Humane Society, like this little guy, loaded into Ubers and headed all over the Phoenix area. I'll tell you why coming up.
We are here tonight to explore tough issues.
You've got to have people around you who aren't just laying rose petals in front of your way.
And I kid you not, this is true.
Trust is everything.
This has been so much fun.
It's about reaching people.
There are more players on the world stage. The issues are more complex.
We ask the questions that take us closer to the truth.
What happened and what might happen.
Because that's what we do.
Would you like doing something like I do?
I couldn't do this. I'm not qualified. I was thinking exactly the same thing.
Hi, I'm Charlie Rose. As part of the Walter Cronkite School of Journalism and Mass Communication at ASU, Arizona PBS is providing a state-of-the-art venue for the next generation of journalists. From newsrooms in Washington, Los Angeles, and here in Phoenix, students engage in real-time, real-world news reporting, broadcast production, and online innovation. The Cronkite School and Arizona PBS working together in new ways to bridge the classroom to the community in the digital age.
Uber, the company that can give you a car ride on demand through an app on your phone, has changed its logo. Uber's website says the logo was changed in order to accommodate for new products because Uber doesn't just transport people anymore. In fact, today was Uber Puppy Day in preparation for Animal Planet's Puppy Bowl 11 and Super Bowl 50. And as Audrey Wheel reports, this pregame activity happened today in 7 cities, including Phoenix.
This afternoon, the Uber app was for more than just ordering rides. Phoenix area residents could click on puppies to get puppies delivered anywhere, even your workplace, for a 15-minute playdate.
It was for a good cause.
When you request Uber Puppy Cuddle Time, you'll be making a donation to the Arizona Humane Society, so we hope to raise lots of funds to support our life-saving programs.
And for good publicity.
Partnering with the Arizona Humane Society, being able to deliver puppies for 15 minutes at a time, it's good for them and their public image, and it makes them be endeared by the community as a whole.
Uber delivered puppies in 7 cities today, including Phoenix, in preparation for the upcoming Super Bowl and Puppy Bowl this weekend.
Every company, every brand has its ups and downs with some problems, but that doesn't mean a brand isn't good and doesn't want to do good things. There's a win-win for them, the person who gets the puppy, and certainly Arizona Humane Society.
For $30, customers could buy 15 minutes of puppy playtime. But last year, demand exceeded supply, and it was just as popular this year.
There was actually so many requests for people that were coming, and requesting the Ubers, thousands of requests. Of course, we couldn't accommodate all of them.
Last year, 70 puppies were adopted in the participating cities, including all of the Phoenix puppies. This year, the Arizona Humane Society hopes that all 10 of the delivered puppies will also be adopted. In Phoenix, Audrey Wheel, Cronkite News.
Cronkite News is proud to be the news division of Arizona PBS. Here's what's coming up on Arizona Horizon and PBS NewsHour.
On the next Arizona Horizon, we'll talk about the wisdom of disparaging California's economy when compared to Arizona's. And we'll have our weekly legislative update with the Arizona Capital Times.
I'm Judy Woodruff. On the next NewsHour, the rise of right-wing extremism in Sweden after the country took in more than 160,000 refugees last year. That's Wednesday on the PBS NewsHour.
That's it for Cronkite News tonight. Thanks for joining us.
For top Arizona stories anytime, go to cronkitenews.azpbs.org.